Hi, I'm Marika Van Osch. I'm 19 years old and I curl competitively out of British Columbia. Sandra Schmirler was a huge role model for me when I started curling. Sandra's famous shot to win the Olympic trials has inspired me for many years, as well as her story. When I started to curl competitively, The Queen of Curling, a book accounting Sandra's life, was the first curling book I ever read, and I continue to read as inspiration to this day. She was a highly successful curler, but I feel that her legacy and ability to captivate people with the sport is what is truly inspiring. As well, she had an amazing love for her family, and learning her story has given me insight into what the life of a high-level curler really is like. I began curling at the young age of 8. As the youngest member of a very competitive and active family, having to watch my siblings play the sport of curling off the ice was very frustrating. As our club, you had to be 10 to start curling. When I was 8, I finally convinced the club manager to let me on the ice, with one condition. If I could get a rock to the other end of the sheet, I was in. Not one to put anything to chance, I threw the rock not only to the other end of the sheet, but bounced it off the backboards. I've loved the game ever since, and I think to surprise very few people, I placed second and loved to get the chance to throw a hard takeout. I owe much of my success and talents to being homeschooled throughout my entire education. This is one of the reasons I am so close with my sisters and family, and it has also allowed me to travel to all over Canada and to parts of Europe and Great Britain. Homeschooling has allowed me to build my school schedule around curling events and training, as well as teaching me to think outside the box and to give me valuable life skills. When it came time for me to start competitively curling, it seemed only natural that my sisters and I would form a team. People have asked me if we fight a lot. I think the answer to that can be seen in the success we have had together and our continued plans to play competitively together. Together we became Team BC at the 2012 Canadian Junior National Championships in Napanee, Ontario, winning a bronze medal. And Clay and I became Team BC 2 years later, winning a silver medal in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. For the future of my curling career, I hope to return to Junior Nationals and then win to represent Canada at the World Juniors. When I move into ladies curling, I will once again curl with my sisters with plans to compete on the provincial, national, and world level. If I am lucky enough to receive this scholarship, I will put on a beer and burger event with a silent auction portion. Having previous experience doing this beer and burger event for curling, I am comfortable organizing this event, and I feel it would be a good way to bring together members of the community that may not be directly involved with curling or that don't have knowledge of the foundation. I am lucky enough to have a very supportive family and a helpful family that will help me organize and prepare for this event. Thank you for considering me for this amazing scholarship opportunity. Sandra is a continuing inspiration in the curling world, and I strive to be more like her in my career and competitive curling.